Yes?
Don't be caught dead! Protection from Commonwealth weaponry!
Prescriptions filled.
Nothing to see here.
Diamond. Remember, I don't serve sense. So
Sure. Let's take a look.
odds and ends.
The latest hairstyles from the upper stand.
Synth-free shopping, right here.
Oh, Lordy. Read that interview you gave. That thing you said at the end about...
Well, well. Nikki Valentine walks into my office for a change.
What can I say, Piper? You, me, and hard luck all seem to run together like acid rain down an old sewer.
You, including your client here in that analogy? So, you two are finally letting me in on this little case of yours. What's the story?
We need help, Piper. This man named Kellogg kidnapped my son. But that wasn't all. He was working with the Institute. He gave them Sean.
The Institute. Oh boy. I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there. But to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
Man like that would have had access. In and out.
But we both know that angle isn't going to work.
Because he's in hell. Where he belongs.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
He wasn't gonna talk. Even if I had a way of bringing him in alive.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so... who's coming with you?
I have to go to the memory den either way, if I'm gonna introduce you to Omari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
I'll head out with Piper. We'll meet you there, Nick.
Sounds good. You two stay out of trouble. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
Hey.
What can I do? You know, the instant...
Tell me about the Minutemen.
You know that group you rescued and conquered? Far as I... They used to be a volunteer army, dedicated to protecting friends, family, and neighbors. Sounds soft, but they were a real thing at one point.
You said something about the railroad.
Supposedly, they help runaway synths escape the Institute, but they're secretive, ultra paranoid. The only thing I have is a rumor, a code phrase. Follow the Freedom Trail.
That Brotherhood airship is hard to miss.
The Brotherhood of Steel doesn't do subtle. From what I've heard, they take whatever they want, especially if it's high-tech. They just might have the muscle to give the Institute a run for their money, but they're... let's just say they have their own agenda.
Tell me about the Minutemen.
You know that group you rescued and conquered? Far as I know, they're the last Minutemen left in the Commonwealth. They used to be a volunteer army, dedicated to protect...
We should get going.
All right. Right behind you.
cares about you, all your medicinal needs.
Probably nothing. Some guy came into town, said he picked up a weird distress call in the Cambridge ruins.
Well, if anyone could figure out a good use for it...
They say the old Boston Common's got some crazy bird living in it. Something.
Won't be able to pick this. Yo, psst.
You say
Don't
the
think I
word.
can pick this. Lock's really strong.
Self-prescribed chem, as recommended by me, myself, and I.
Lou, can I get a minute? Something I need to do. Excuse me, you got a moment? Do you feel like Diamond City leadership has been responsive to your concerns? Are they really listening?
I don't want to get into this again, Piper. Can you just bother someone else?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for stopping this time.
Whatever you want. I ain't got time.
Don't let the stress of life kill you. Relax with some cans.
Yeah? Busy here.
Cares about you, all your medicinal needs.
Hey, you that trader? Up from
Hey,
Quincy?
What you
Piper.
got for me?
You sell any...
Hey, here.
ointment?
Something to keep you sharp.
Got me this
Always
itch.
looking.
Everyone who's anyone reads public occurrences.
Hey, how about a bit of good news? If you know, haven't already seen, which I did, so I know it's true. Not just something.
Excuse me.
Can't talk while I'm on duty.
Hey.
talking!
Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is, I'm not
Cleo.
buying that.
I've got a weapon here for every situation.
Let's see what you got.
Murder and
If you hit upon something, don't bother.
Uh-huh.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Everything's guaranteed to last. Until it doesn't.
Brotherhood of Steel. Stay out of it.
Well, Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten.
Hey, Valentine.
Let's go talk to Amari. May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt. Here for Amari? She's downstairs.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Omari.
Sure.
Are you two mad?
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I...
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. But that's...
Don't...
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here.
Excellent.
Functions to be done. Are you feeling any different?
A lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are... It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a...
Sure. Tell me you have a way past this.
Let me think. We load both you. He'll act as a host.
All right. Let's...
Just sit down over there.
See you on the other side.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find. Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first. This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
The thing about happiness is, I was the worst thing that ever happened to her.
I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you?
I didn't care where I was going. There's always someone.
Well,
I don't remember
we seem
much
to be
from
getting
that
closer.
time.
Try this next one.
It all kind of blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
I'm glad.
I finally ended up in the
One
Commonwealth.
of these has got to tell us
I
something.
kind of ran out of road.
We're running out of brains.
Plus, I'd come to terms with life.
Ah, there's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
I was now the Institute's big head. Even then, I knew it was a mistake. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the
Found another
kid.
intact memory.
I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never like to. It wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of his whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you.
A renegade Institute scientist could finally give us the insight we need.
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetheart.
You got the memory pod loaded up? Oh, you're not Irma. Good neighbor's crazy. Thefts, murders, worse. Sometimes you just gotta escape a little to make it through the day.
I hear you. It's a mess out there.
It's rough in the best of days. But now, you ever listen to the Silver Shroud? That's what we need. No matter how bleak things got, he saved the day.